confidence, something that a lot of people nowadays are struggling with. Now, confidence plays a big role in almost every aspect of your life. It could be beneficial for you for when you're pursuing a dream, dating life, relationship life. And there's a lot of aspects as to why people lack confidence. But we're going to dumb it all down and focus on a super, super key point in how you can build confidence within yourself, specifically in your success journey. And this concept is learning to look to yourself. Let's dive a little deeper. Now, let's talk about success. What is success? Now, there's no definitive term for success. It just means accomplishing what you're striving for. And so that means it's subjective. That means success for one person might look completely different for another. I might look at success as living a purposeful life. And you might think success is getting rich, getting a big house, giving back after that. Now, I got a question for you. What does success really look like for you? Not based off what TikTok is saying or the top influencers are saying success is. What does it look like for you? And the only reason I'm asking you is because a lot of people are so dependent on other sources to give them the answers when really a lot of the answers lie within you. When was the last time you ever asked yourself what success looked like or what you wanted out of life? You may have been scrolling on TikTok, on social media for so long that you may think success is one thing, but deep down inside, you really believe it's another. So you're stressing about how you can chase and do what other people are doing instead of potentially going your own route and potentially pursuing what is really meant for you. What someone says success is on this end may not mean success for you on the other end. And so you got to look to yourself. You got to look to yourself to find those answers. And you got to understand that you are the only one that can make you feel happy, feel motivated. You. All the external things, your phone, friends, everything around you, it's all temporary and they're only complements to your life. All of these emotions start within you. Now, I know a lot of this sounds weird when I was talking about the external things being compliments and stuff, but let me give you an example. So let's say you're walking to the beach and you're looking at the beach and you look at the view and you're like, damn, this makes me feel relaxed. This makes me feel calm. But what I want you to take in is the beach the one that's really making you feel that way? Or is it you? Because like I said, all your emotions start within you. You yourself are already happy. You're already keeping an open mind, an open perspective and all that. So when you're walking to the beach, you're kind of taking in everything around you as almost like a compliment. But I want you to take this in as well. The other spectrum. They're sad, they're depressed, they hate life, they hate everything around them. When they walk to the beach, do you think that the beach itself is going to make them feel better? Because already within themselves, they're already unhappy. So nothing can make them happy at that point. Now, of course, there's the exception of people just don't really like beaches, even though they're internally happy. But you get the example. A lot of your emotions start within you. It's not the external things that are making you happy. It's what complements it. So when you are constantly looking outside of yourself to make you happy, you lose the ability to rely on yourself, to be happy with just yourself. And frankly, your decision making, your intuition, it slowly starts to dissipate because you're constantly neglecting yourself. You're thinking all the time for answers that are outside within you. Now, I'm not saying that every single answer to your problem should be made by you, but there's a fine line between learning to trust yourself and your own decisions and accepting the consequences versus blindly following everybody else's answers and opinions and neglecting your own. We are creatures of habit. You know, every single morning we go brush our teeth or whatever. Hopefully, if you don't brush your teeth, then you're dirty as fuck. I'm not gonna lie. But anyways, every morning you brush your teeth. You brush your teeth a certain way, follow the same routine. So when you are consistently looking outside of yourself, you're consistently neglecting yourself, that's creating a habit in itself. And so what happens? Your brain is a problem solver. So when something like a problem comes, your brain automatically looks for something external to cope with that problem, rather than learning to face it head on with yourself and to think objectively and to think for yourself. And this is because you've trained your brain to respond to situations like that in that certain way. So now how do we change it? How do we start looking to ourselves more so we can build that confidence within ourselves? To do so, you must simply take action. But before you take action, you got to be able to identify and recognize those patterns or habits in the first place. Every time you, let's say, for example, you face a problem and you end up going to any other source other than yourself to cope with that problem, you got to be able to immediately recognize it and notice it. Now with me, for example, before I used to, oh my gosh, every time I encountered a problem, I would be, doing my thing, chilling, planning content out, planning what I wanted to do for the week. And as soon as a problem hit, I couldn't figure out the solution to how I should move forward with this type of content or whatever. Anything, any sort of problem, I would immediately subconsciously pick up my phone and start scrolling. Just subconsciously. I just say, fuck, how do I figure this out? And then I would just... And this little 5 minutes of scrolling turns into fucking 20 minutes, 10, 15, 20 minutes scrolling for absolutely no reason. After I put my phone down, I'm like, wait, why the fuck was I scrolling? And I would go on my bed to do it. And I would just sit here and I would be like, wait, wasn't I just working earlier? Why am I on my bed now? It started to become a distraction. And going deeper than that, it started to become a very, very bad habit. Because not only am I wasting time and I'm lacking self-control, but the bigger picture is I'm training myself to shy away from problems. Now let's take a step back a bit. So we were talking about how you gotta be able to identify the problem. So with me, I was able to identify that shit, I'm constantly scrolling for absolutely no reason every time I encounter a problem. I would just literally just pick up my phone for no reason. Remember when I said, why am I scrolling? That's the recognition. So the next step is identifying the cause. You got to peel back a layer. The problem itself isn't me picking up my phone when I face a problem. It's deeper than that. You got to peel the layers. You got to dive a little deeper. Why did I just end up stopping everything just to go on social media? Because I encountered a problem. What was it about that problem that I encountered that caused me to move away from it, to shy away from it? Because it was hard, because I couldn't figure it out, because it was uncomfortable. And so what did I do? I picked up my phone and I resorted back to my comfort zone. And to cure that keyword, uncomfortability. Now from there, you got to figure out the solution. So with my case, I realized that this was becoming a problem. Having this near me was a problem. I had to consciously be aware that every time I faced a problem, I got to be disciplined. So every time I see myself, I'm about to pick up my phone, I catch myself. And I say, why am I picking up my phone right now? I was about to click on Instagram, put that shit back down. I was given one of two choices, to be honest. Either be consciously aware of that and train the muscle in my brain to say no, or I could have just completely removed this. I could have put this in a whole other room and say no distractions. Just me and my computer and my work. So now you got to learn to face the problem head on. Asking yourself questions. What is the problem? How can I solve this problem? Embrace that little time of being uncomfortable. And when you're consistently asking yourself these questions, what are you doing? You're looking to yourself. What is it we need to do? Why is this happening to me? Etc., etc. And so ultimately, this is actually leading you to expand your comfort zone because you've trained your brain to be okay being in that position. So when the time comes, when struggle comes to you, you say, man, do you know how many times I've been in this position? This shit doesn't faze me. You learn to be comfortable in the uncomfortable because you see how it affects you. You see the changes you're able to make for yourself from being in that position. So no matter the reason, whether it be decision-making, of course, there's exceptions for that, source of happiness, motivation, I'm looking to me. I'm looking to me for all of that. Or in your case, you look to yourself. Now, you must understand that it's not going to happen overnight, but the decision to start looking to yourself can actually be made now. Not tomorrow, not next week. It can really be made now. You can really sit there and say to yourself, okay, I'm done scrolling on TikTok mindlessly. I'm done looking to these sorts of videos for my happiness, for motivation. I'm going to learn to bring the best out of me, myself. Confidence isn't a how. There's no secret strategy to build confidence. Because if there was a strategy, everyone would follow it and everyone now would be confident. So that's why confidence starts with you. How well do you know yourself? How well do you trust yourself? I appreciate you for watching. If you enjoy my content, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Comment down below if there's any topic you want me to cover, any videos you want me to react to. Those are coming back, by the way. I didn't completely neglect reaction videos. Any video you want me to break down, whatever the case may be, any feedback you want to provide for this video or my previous videos, whatever, comment down below. Let me know. I will reply to every single comment. I swear. I will see you in the next video. Peace.